Hold on. Pause real quick. Just setting things up. Hey, how's everyone doing? Oh, we're just wrapping up here. Sorry for the little thing in the beginning. Just setting things up. The stream was supposed to be starting at 9:15. We're starting in a few seconds here, so you know what? Alright, so we're starting. So we're just starting now. Thank you for joining me. Alright. I'm not a professional YouTuber, so I don't know how to handle that stuff. Alright. So, what's up, everyone? Today we are taking a look at the upcoming very warm temperatures and possible snow. And along with that, we will be having potential for severe thunderstorms to happen again. I know we haven't had a long break, have we? Now, let me see here. So anyone can chat. So, 1, 2, alright. If you have any questions or anything specific about any area, I'll be happy to cover it. Now we continue here. Alright. So, right now let's look at some conditions about well, this is at 12 p.m. today. We had some cold temperature. We've had it, and we're having this cold front go through and kind of just settle in, but that does not last for long. Let's take a look further into the run. It's more and more chilly, I know, but then you start getting this trough to build up. So first, let's move to precipitation type rate. So all that red and stuff that shows you blue is cold, red is hot. And here's our upcoming snow system. Look at all that. Gonna dump a few inches, 3 inches in some areas that you were not expecting in April. This is mostly for the Great Lakes, mostly Michigan here, poor me, and some of Wisconsin. Well, for the most part, all of Wisconsin. But as we can see, that could turn into a nor'easter there. Just not having that high of winds. And then that just goes off the coast, which will have some high winds, but it won't have really high winds. But all these areas who have been wanting a break of snow, sorry, you're not done yet. Now, we could see a line of supercells developing in this time frame. The jet stream is moving up here. We are watching this. This could be, I'd say that's more of a slight risk. We'll take a look at Cape in a second. That moves through, dumping some rain in other portions of the areas. So more rain, and kind of unorganizes. We could see some severe potential around these areas. Let's continue. More possible severe potential. And then it kind of just turns into rain. Could have more severe potential, who knows. Lots. That's mostly a warm front there. And then you get to this time period. That's a strong 990. That's a pretty strong low pressure system. And look at this. The whole United States basically, in just this entire dome of warm air, all these warm fronts moving through. And then it turns into a cold front, as we see. And it kind of just dumps rain in areas. We've seen this play out hundreds and hundreds of times. And then we can see severe weather developing in these areas. You know, you could have especially here, we could see just a major squall line just developing across here, going all the way up here, dumping some snow too. Look at this. Look at all that snow. Same area is getting impacted by the snow. And look at, could have all these small storms we could have developing, and then that's the end of the run. But you could see all that warm air sitting there, and you could see just on the end of the run we could have this cold front developing across here and moving the jet stream downward and making that west warm air and then cold air again. But then if we just go here, go back a little bit, let me see where it is. It's later this week. We're looking at like Sunday or Saturday. Here's basically when the United States is in just this dome warm air. There's no jet stream change. And then we see all these little cells we could have developing. Who knows? We'll be taking a look at different regions, and we could see another huge blizzard. I mean, not a blizzard, but like we could have a winter storm developing, all that freezing rain, and then you get this bow echo looking storm here, going like this. No, I'd say pickaxe, more of a pickaxe or an axe, you know. So here's like, you know, the pick, and then here's the back end, you know. We could have this, just this, you know, you could also take it as a T if you shape it like this. Very curved shape T. And then it turns into this, which could lead into either scattered showers or severe weather. We're going to have to take a look at the Cape, but you have to keep in mind how much warm air is going to be sitting there. So let's keep going, and then that's the end of the run, of course. Now let's take a look at temperatures to exactly know what's going on down there. So here's right now, so kind of cold air to the west, pushing eastward. So we see this warm air trying to develop. Here's midday, and then you kind of just keep working your way. All that cold air being pushed upward, and keeps it on getting pushed. And then during the night, so we have this west cold, middle plains and all of that, warm, east cold, you know. Oh, don't want, what is that? No, alright. And then you can see it kind of just level itself out right around here. You don't see many cold places other than the common areas or the Rocky Mountains. These are all areas where cold air could be developing, but those are pretty common areas. So we keep going, and it just gets warmer and warmer. Look at this. 80s, 90s, all across the plains, you know. And then we see something crazy. New York, or not New York, all of these areas, 80s, 70s, Ohio, 70s, Michigan, 70s. And we're talking not low 70s, but like high 70s here. You know? And then it just gets more. Look at this. Michigan, 80, near 80. Like, it says 79. You know, Michigan, you know, getting all warmed up here. The Florida being usual, Florida being 80 degrees. To see these 80s and 70s across Ohio Valley, the Southeast, the plains. You just see all of that getting in here. Now we keep going. Boom! More high temperatures. Not as high, but it's still there. 70s, 80s. Keep going here. 60s, 70s. And then there's the cold front developing right along here, which could bring that storm potential. So let's take a look at all these different areas. Let's start off with the Midwest, right? You know, because I could see my temperatures. So all these different states. We'll be looking at all of them. So it's near the end of the run here. You gotta start getting around here. Alright, here's when it starts. Thursday, 70s across here, 70s in, well, we're talking low 70s and high 60s. It's still really, really warm temperatures than what you usually get, you know, in these regions. Now let's continue. So let's get into the next day. Next day, high temperatures, I'd say. 70s, high 70s. Look at all this. It's only the northern areas, you know, the upper peninsula, upper Wisconsin, you know, like all of these areas still cold. I know. And then you get into Sunday. You're in Canada. Look at you. You're on fire too. Michigan. 80s in Michigan. 80s. Now, this is a really, really beautiful day, you guys. No storms in sight on Sunday. Go outside. I know the Great Lakes or all those areas are still really cold, but instead of that, just go outside. Do something on this day. It most likely will end up with it going away really fast. But just look at this. Chicago, 78. Just beautiful, beautiful. This would be an amazing day. It's not confirmed yet. And then you move on, and then the next day, it's 70s, low 70s, but, you know, it's still 70s. I mean, you'll get some high 70s here, like right here. You know, still really beautiful day, except this could be the day you could see some severe storms developing, because as you can see, there's a cold front developing right here. Look at all that. Like, look at this. If I go into Sunday here, a good example would be right here. Yeah, right here would be a perfect example here. So, on this day, it'll be like 83 degrees over here, you know? Like, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Everyone's outside. This day could never end. And then you get into the next day, and then the next day. It's all cold again. So while those warm temperatures sit there, get outside. Go do something. Even you gamers, go touch some grass, alright? Anyway, let's go to severe storms. And let's check that cape. Cape. Now today we do see some cape, not today. We could see some cape developing down there tomorrow without a storm risk. You'll get these little bounds of little cape that really don't. And then you get here. Here's when it starts developing. You know, let's take a look. Right here, you could see a slight risk. Let's see. Oh, none. But you could see the cape building up. You could see it happening. The peak of the day. See that go through. And then here's another system. Look at that. Now that could be worrying. Oranges. Let's take a look here. That's got to mean something, right? Yes, tornado risk. Tornado risk. You see this? Winds kind of going in separate directions. Could see a weak tornado. And then look at all that. All of Michigan also in this. Look at all this. Cape in the thousands. Maybe the 50s, the 8. You know, like these capes are really high. You see that going through, and then the high temperatures of the day are gone. And then Monday, peak temperatures. You know, let's take a look here. It seems like this is where severe risk. Tornado could be Torcon 1 or 2. We could be seeing that. So there is a Torcon for all of this. There is potential for tornadoes, it looks like, all across the board. The question is, how severe will the tornadoes be? If I'm going to guess, I'd say, you know, Torcons level 1 through 3. You know, I mean, even Canada here. Let's look at Canada. It's probably gonna be a none. Yeah. But you just see that going through, and then there's the cold front, kind of pushing that all through. Now let's switch to the plains, also known as Central U.S. Now here, I am not even gonna show temperatures because they're just gonna be. You know what? Never mind. I'm showing temperatures here. Let's take a look at you. Let's go. Ah! Look at all that. All right, look at this day. So here's the day. I'd say this would be the day for widespread severe weather. 80s. Can I find 90s? Look at all that. Beautiful. All that dew point that is most likely going to sit there. Look at all this. Look at all those temperatures. I bet you there's a 90 sitting somewhere in there. Probably not. Yeah, I can't find any 90s. But still, 80s and 80s. Beautiful. Then the cold front starts sweeping through. Wow. Let's take a look at the Cape. Most unstable Cape. Alright, let's do this. Now, of course, you'll see more severe risk, but you could see some marginal risks through here, yeah. I mean, this is the plains. Let's take a look at this. See? It's just common to get all those. So you could see some widespread severe weather. Look at there. So let's look at somewhere where the Cape is really strong on this. 3,000. Woo! None. Sorry, guys. You guys might not have the low pressure system hitting you that fast. And then here's this thing. Look at that. Now here's the wind. Yep. Severe risk. You could see a moderate or enhanced risk. But tornadoes aren't the main threat on this storm, I'd say. And all that does is go away. This could be a multi-day event here for some areas. Yeah, see? So here's Friday. Here's Saturday. Yeah, you could see a multi-day event here as that washes off. Alright. So really anywhere Ohio Valley. Let's take a look at Ohio Valley. Now, we already have a look at what the temperatures will be here. So let's just look at Cape. Look at all that. Wow. Yeah, look at all that Cape. With these high temperatures, Cape can soar above normal here. Like 18Z Monday here. Look at this. Like this is like there's a lot of air just sitting around and waiting to be used. And we could see Torcon, levels going upward there. Most likely will be a 2%, but tornado risk is on the board again. Tornadoes are not off it. It is on there. Now, that's kind of all I wanted to look at. Snow wasn't a main event here. Now, let's go national. Now, for all of the board here for unstable Cape, you see that low pressure go through. Then here's when it starts. Get that small one, and then you can see that widespread event. Monday for everyone. So on Monday, it's more of a, like areas that did not get hit yet are gonna get hit all along here. Capes in the 3,000s, in the thousands. You can see little batches of small capes and high capes. And then that just washes off. I mean, even, let's take a look here. Michigan, let's take a look at you. Could see a marginal risk. Yeah. So for Michigan, this could also be a multi-day event here. Let's take a look. Yeah, multi-day event for Michigan. Woo! Marginal risk and then a slight risk the day after. So, you know, you get hit by, so first we get hit by that initial impact and then we get hit by the second impact. You know, like areas all along here, you get hit by your first impact across the United States. Right here, that cape is super high. Yeah, look at that. Marginal risk. Even upper Michigan here, you could be seeing something too, yeah. All, I'd say just about every state along in these regions have a chance for severe weather with this. I feel like more people should be worried about these events. The last event I know was a kind of a bust, but something I knew about it is that I actually tracked it days before, and that's why I'm going to be tracking these storms more, is that I knew that that risk would be hitting somewhere in the United States. At first it was hitting me, we were getting PDS tornadoes, it said, you know, like a moderate risk type event, but it turned out to just be a real bust for us. You know, all across here, I beg you, please take a look at further updates I'm gonna make here, because who knows, maybe I'll be right again. Who knows? I mean, I wasn't right on the location, but if you're, I mean, anywhere but like the West, because the West is just mountains and stuff. If you live in any of these regions, I'd say you got a chance, alright? And I'm going to be ending the stream here. I'm going to do something super unprofessional. Bye, guys. I'm being real unprofessional here, aren't I? Yeah, never mind. But I hope everyone here has a beautiful, beautiful day. And I'm gonna be keeping my updates on this. This seems like a very interesting event. A lot of areas are gonna get beautiful temperatures. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Have a lovely Easter.